Hey guys, what is up? Back with another video. Hope everyone is having a great day today. We have another episode of Weekly Sneaker Rotation, episode 114. That is a lot of episodes. So for episode 114, everyone needs to smash that like button and hit 1,140 likes for this episode. Thank you so much for the support on this series and on the channel. It does mean a whole lot to me. We are getting really close to 100,000 subscribers, and that is awesome. If we do hit 100,000 subscribers by July 22nd, I will be dropping an updated collection video and a hoop mixtape of me playing basketball at an extremely low level because I suck. Just putting that out there for you guys. If you guys want to see those two videos, hit that like button, share the video. But on Sunday, as you guys can see, I wore the Air Jordan 4 Alternate 89. You're going to be seeing a lot of white and red this week. I didn't do it intentionally. I was just feeling very white and red apparently. I just noticed that editing this video. But these guys right here is what I wore on Monday. First time I've worn these. Broke these out, undead stock these. The Tubular Doom in triple black. These things look great. I really like these. The Tubular Doom is one of my favorite models of 2016. I think they look amazing on feet. If you cuff your jeans or if you wear them with joggers and you have that big sock thing on them, for me they look terrible on me at least. Like some people can pull them off, but they look idiotic on me just because I have really skinny legs. So this is how I like to wear them. I feel they look best like this on me, and that is how I'm going to wear them. Lots of you guys had other suggestions in the comments. I appreciate them. But for me, this is just the best way to wear them. Moving on to Tuesday, broke out my favorite LeBron 12. I think it's my favorite LeBron 12, maybe the Finisher Breakfast, but this is more wearable than those. So one of my favorite LeBron 12s that released, the King's Heart or Lion's Heart or whatever those are even called. Look at these handles that I have. Am I Steph Curry? Am I Kyrie Irving? I think so. I dribbled through my legs and everything. Like, that is pretty advanced stuff right there. But these things are great. White Hyperposit, red mesh, icy blue bottom. They're pretty comfortable as well, and you know, it's one of my favorite colorways. There are a few others that I like, but the LeBron 12 didn't have a very strong year in terms of colorways, and the LeBron 13 had an even worse year. Like, there are no LeBron 13s that I even remotely considered spending money on. Like, if I found them for $90, maybe I would buy a pair, and it's getting to that point, but otherwise no. And on Wednesday, if you guys are an avid viewer of the channel, you guys know what happened on Wednesday, and I was wearing these bad boys on Wednesday, and I wore them for literally maybe 20 minutes, at max 20 minutes. And then guess what, guys? They got stolen from me. They got stolen from my bag when I was playing basketball at an outdoor basketball court. I tracked down the guy's Instagrams that stole them. I'm not really sure what to do past that, but if you guys haven't watched the video of me talking about that, I'd recommend it. I basically told the story of how they got stolen, how I found out who stole them, and all that good stuff. But I literally wore these for 20 minutes, and then they got stolen. Oh my goodness, I was really pissed about that. And then on Thursday, I probably did this subconsciously. I was mad about getting those stolen, so I broke out a pair of shoes that's the exact same color scheme and almost has 3 stripes with these 3 letters. Very, very, very similar. And I wore the Air More Up Tempo in this white and red colorway. Like, these are as close as you can get to the shoes that I got stolen without actually being a pair of superstars. Like, exact same color scheme, very similar color blocking. They're both made out of leather. And these are pretty nice as well, in my opinion. Like, I like these a lot better than I like the Superstars, so thankfully I didn't get these stolen, but they're very comfortable, not nearly as bulky as people make them out to be. Like, it's a 90s shoe, right? It's not going to be sleek, it's not going to be streamlined, but people make it look like you're walking around with cinder blocks on your feet, and that's not the case at all. It's very lightweight. You're not going to be like dragging your feet around. Like, it's a great sneaker to wear. Perfect summer colorway in my opinion, and that is what I wore on Thursday. And then on Friday, it's never too late and it's never too early for Timberlands. So in the middle of June, I broke out a pair of Timberlands in this classic wheat colorway. Pretty much the essential colorway of Timberlands. If you're only going to buy one pair of Tims, you either have to buy the black ones or these ones, at least in my opinion. Like, those are just the two go-to ones. These ones are a little bit more classic than the black ones, but the black ones are a close second. You know, get your Jay-Z style on with the triple black ones. Those are pretty nice too. Don't have those in my collection, but I do have these, and I really like wearing these when it's just sort of, you know, a crappy weather day. It was sort of raining off and on all Friday, so that is why I broke these out. And then wrapping these up on Saturday, whew, these are nice, aren't they? My Nike ID Kobe 10 Elite lows in this multicolor Flyknit. Like, these are pretty nice. I think I deserve a high five for designing these. I'm just kidding, but you know, they look pretty nice. Like, I'm proud of how these came out. I think they look very nice with that dark gray tongue, laces, and medial side, and then you got your black outsole, and just a whole bunch of things to like about these. I wore these. I went to the mall on Saturday and picked up a certain pair of sneakers, so if you haven't watched my pickup video from yesterday, make sure to check that out. And then what else did I even do on Saturday? I went to the Forks to watch some some sort of concert that was going on there. Not really sure what the concert was for, but I met up with a couple of friends there, went there, and that is what I did on Saturday. But that is going to wrap up this episode of Weekly Sneaker Rotation. Guys, if you haven't already followed me on Instagram and Twitter, I would recommend doing so. Links will be down in the description. I'll be hosting a whole bunch of giveaways on those two platforms when I do hit 100,000 subscribers, so it'll be a great time for you guys to beat the rush and just give me a follow over there. I post stuff on there every single day, and like, you know, inside looks on editing videos and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video, and until then, peace.